Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome to Adventures with Capt Ray Kelly live. It's Monday night, 6 p.m., and I can't believe another week has went by. It's amazing. It really is. But I'm glad to see everybody. We got a good crowd in the house, and I really appreciate you taking the time out to watch. I have a great guest schedule for tonight, and we might even have a surprise guest. You just never know. But anyway, um, I did some flying this week, and I'll be telling you about that, and maybe I'll show you the video. And it's uh, it's just great to get out there and fly. And I ended up flying with um, Rob Camarda again. That's two Sundays back to back now, and we had a great time. We did a secret mission. Some of you might have seen the video, but uh, I enjoy flying with Rob. He's a great guy. He's very knowledgeable. He's a Part 107 pilot. He's got a lot of experience, um, but he's going to be joining us shortly. Um, he he's gonna end up telling you all about it. But what he ended up uh, doing today is he's a volunteer for the Syosset Fire Department here on Long Island, and he was telling me that the he used to volunteer his drones when he went and filmed for the fire department. But he talked it over with the chief, and they ended up putting it in the budget where they ended up ordering a M30 from DJI, and they received it today. So he was out training on it today, and maybe I know he's going to tell us all about it. So I'm really looking forward to hearing how it went. It's a very impressive drone. He sent me photos, and I was amazed. It really. But let me welcome in a lot of people. We got a lot of people in the house already, and I'm going to start from the bottom and go up. But Scott, Jackrabbit, always good to see you. With JC Flying, how you doing? Good to see you from North Carolina. Jim's droning. Al, he's not coming to us from Florida. I think he's coming to us from North Carolina tonight. Good to see you, Al. Thank you for taking the time out, and I hope you're getting some nice flights in there on the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Um, but and Jaybird Joe, good to see you. Barkley 107 Drones, how you doing? Michael Drones and RC Hobby, how you doing? Mike Lane, Night Train, good to see you. Russell Gleeran, how you doing? Um, but and Mudball, Creative Don, and I think Fisheye is probably watching with them. So, and we got John Flynn, Flying Flynn Media. But I tell you, we got a great crowd in the house, and thank you again. And um, I will be, trying to highlight the comments, and it's one of those things where it's hard. It's hard to do. I never realized how. Well, it's not that hard, but it's hard to concentrate when you're interviewing a guest. And just to let you know, um, Rob is running a little late. He's coming back, I guess, from the fire department, and he'll be joining us shortly. And but I do have an announcement to make, and that's about the World Drone Community. Robbie Gray asked me to make an announcement. Hey, there's Tammy Jean. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for popping in, as Adrian says. And Paul Brown, good to see you. And thank you very much. And Anyway, back to what Robbie Gray asked me to announce is that the World Drone Community has a new channel now, and he asked me to announce it. They're going to be on a new channel at 7 p.m. I'm going to try to um, show you what it is, and I'm not good with the link, so forget that. I ended up. I'll lose the stream if I do that. That's for sure. But this is going to be the new World Drone Community channel right here. So 7 p.m. Robbie Gray and Al, and I think they have a great special guest on there tonight. But I won't spoil it. I'll let them announce it. But this is the new World Drone Community channel. So please tune into that show tonight, and I know it'll be a good show. So, but hey, Northside Hawk, good to see you, and Tom, all the way from Nevada, good to see you, Tom. Lens Capture Online, and I just want to let you guys know that I had a great flight with Rob Camarda yesterday, and I was going to show it while he was on the screen, but he's going to be talking all about this M30 anyway. So I'm just gonna, we had a secret mission yesterday, and we went to a secret location, and it's one of those things where me and my secret spots, but Rob ends up inviting me to this commercial job that he's doing, and I'm going to share a little of the video now before he gets in here. And I think you'll enjoy it. But Rob is a great guy, and I love flying with him. I really do. So just bear with me, and I'll show you this
On
video.
this adventure, we head to New York, and we're going to go out to Long Island, and we're going to Syosset, to a secret location. I'll be flying with Rob Camarda of Aviano Aerial Photography.
Welcome to Adventures with Capt Ray Kelly, and I'm here at a secret location, and I'm with Rob Camarda, Aviano Aerial Photography, and Rob's setting up. You got quite the setup here. I don't know if he's going to tell anybody about this secret location. I'm going to go try to get a few words in with him. Hey, Rob! How is everybody? How you doing? Well, we're all good. This is a double secret location. Can't really identify it, but I'm sure you've gotten a package from it somewhere.
That's a hit right there.
So I tell you, this is great. This is interesting. Quite the facility, to say the least. Oh, this place is huge. A very impressive facility.
And I don't know if any of you, when you watch your videos, it brings you right back to when you were flying.
I decided to take my Mavic 3 up and take a look around. If anybody has a guess as to what location this is, please put it in the chat.
Yeah, you can do it right here now.
And please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel now. And if you hit the little bell, you'll be notified of our new videos.
It's some building, let me tell you.
Rob was actually mapping this facility for the Syosset Fire Department.
Yep.
Rob is a volunteer drone pilot for the department. Thank you for your service, Rob. He even uses his own drones for the department. And today he'll be flying an Autel Evo 2 Pro. Rob was ready to take off, so I brought my Mavic 3 down.
Hey, Leonard, how you doing? Good to see you. And Rob is very professional. I mean, look at that setup he has there with the cones. He's got an umbrella.
Look at that. That's amazing. He hit one button. One button, folks. Nice and easy. Easy peasy. Now it's going.
I'll let him explain what he's doing right now. But he put in the waypoints, and the drone just flies itself. Really.
Rob has quite the setup over here. The lazy man setup.
I was acting as Rob's visual observer for these flights.
Hey, Tony.
And he also brings Dunkin' Donuts for his visual observers. So, Rob, you were telling me about this. You got the waypoint set in.
Yeah, I pre-programmed everything last night. I made the best educated guess that I could. Because with Google Maps, it doesn't have this building area. This is a brand new facility. So, kind of had to make an educated guess as to where the building is.
And there's the hotel up there. I don't know if anybody can see it, but it's up there just flying around on its own. Very, very cool, Rob. Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm learning here.
And no comments about my hat, by the way.
Back up to film Rob's drone in action. There it is, coming across.
And I learn a lot when I fly with Rob.
Rob is actually mapping the fire hydrant locations right here.
Yep. It's amazing. But anyway,
And as you can see,
I'm gonna
globes on the drone help you
shut this down because the man of the hour is in the back room now, and he's going to tell us all about it himself, and that's the best way to do it. But I want to introduce Rob Camarda, Aviano Aerial Photography. Hey, Rob. Nope, no good, no audio.
How about now?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, good. Hey, Rob, welcome.
Thank you much. Sorry I was a little late. It's my daughter's 24th birthday, so
Oh,
we were
today?
out
Oh,
today. So
I'm
we were out
sorry.
having. That's okay. We're out celebrating with her. Oh,
Happy birthday! Oh man! All right.
So I lost.
I mean, I could get her. I could, sing to her if she wants. But anyway, no, that's great. And again, I'm sorry to drag you away.
No.
But I was just showing the video from yesterday. I mean, I found it to be an incredible flight.
Well, it's a pretty simple process because it's all automated, right? As long as you maintain visual line of sight and you have your parameters set up, right? It's kind of a straightforward sort of thing. You're not physically flying the drone, so it's pretty simple.
Well, yeah, it's pretty simple if you've done it before and you know how to do it.
That's just pushing a few keys on the screen. That's about it.
Yeah,
It's
no.
pretty simple.
I was totally impressed. I really was, and it's one of those things where I mean, you press one button and it just started flying and doing the mission, the secret mission.
The secret mission, yes. Mapping a place. How can I say this? I'm sure everybody has gotten a package from. It's a new facility in my community, but I'm sure everyone's gotten a package from them at some point.
I didn't tell everybody where it was, but and I didn't show the conclusion of the video, so they're probably still in suspense.
Did you talk about the big thing that came in today at all, or?
I did. I said that you're a volunteer with the Syosset Fire Department, and you were using your own drones.
Correct.
And then they put it in the budget to order I'll let you
Yeah.
tell everybody.
So today, a few months ago, we ordered the DJI M30T. Right? Is that M30T? Yeah, that's what it is. And we received it today. So we immediately charged the batteries and got it up in the air as quickly as we could. To answer Lauren's question, I use oh my Lord, I use the Autel mission planning to do the mapping, and then I upload it to Drone Deploy. I don't use the Drone Deploy software on my controller. But as I was saying, so today we put the drone up, the M30T. It is a beast of a drone, but it flies. It flies like a DJI product. It flies very well. It's very loud, so it's not as quiet as others. But it's a great drone. We haven't, other than going into the LiDAR and thermal imaging, we haven't done anything with the Flight Hub 2 app yet. So that there's going to be a big learning curve for that. But other than that, the basic functions, the LiDAR, the zoom, and the zoom on this thing is incredible. We were in a park in Syosset, and we were zooming in on a water tower in plain view and could read it as if it was 10 feet away.
Really? Oh,
So
wow.
it was pretty good.
What is the zoom? How much?
Oh, if we want to get technical, I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I said,
it's higher than 28 times zoom.
Yeah.
Like the Mavic 3.
Yeah. Again, I have a lot to learn with this drone. Although we have it, we figure we're going to train on it for about 2 or 3 months before we put it into service, because again, we need to understand what we're flying and what its capabilities are.
Yeah. I mean, I was amazed at the size of it compared to the Mavic 3.
Yeah, you could put that picture up if that's okay. I don't know if
yeah,
you're gonna hold it on your phone. Yeah,
yeah, that's the way I do it. I tell you, it's one of those things where.
Can I screen? Yeah, I can share my screen, right? So hold
on.
I'll text it to myself. I'll email it to myself, and
okay.
There you go.
But there it is. There's the drone.
Yeah, it's a
compared
great drone
to the Mavic 3 in front of it. You know, it looks like the Mavic 3 looks like a mini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to send this to myself, and then I'll share it.
Great. And again, Rob, thank you for your service, your volunteer service with the Syosset Fire Department. Really.
Oh, stop it.
No, that means a lot. It does. You know. And I know the people in the chat feel the same way. You know.
It's I guess it's to make up for all the bad things I've done in my life. So you got to give a little back.
Yeah.
I haven't been an angel my whole life, so. Hold on, I'm just trying to share this to the Gmail so I could share the pictures.
Yeah.
All right. So as soon as it comes up, all right, I could see you guys. You could see me. So I didn't break the system yet. So.
No, you're still there. You know. And God Bless America is in. How you doing? Susan Lee. Hi, how you doing? But
I don't know if it'll share how this will work, but it may share the screen. I'm not sure, Ray. I'm not as technically savvy as the next guy, but let's see. Share screen.
Hey, and there's Chris, Drone Life RC. How you doing? Hope you're feeling better. Thank you for popping in.
Let's see if it shares it.
Yep. I see something there. Let me bring it in. Let's see. Okay.
So that's I don't know if you can make that larger or if I can make that there. So that's the Mavic 3 is sitting right in front of it in this picture. Let's see if I can share another one.
Okay.
There it is. I'll make that bigger. And they're not the best pictures, but we were kind of doing it on the fly. We literally had it flying from, I think, 12:30 this afternoon till about 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock. And we
You like the way
we
You
just
like the
kept
way it
hot
flies
swapping.
though?
Yeah, it flies like a DJI product. The controls are smooth. We put it into sports mode for a second just to see it, and it boogies. It was doing 50 miles an hour.
Oh, really?
So yeah, and today we had wind gusts up to 26 miles an hour, and it didn't move.
Mhm.
It was solid. So,
Yeah. Now, obviously, that's got the thermal camera, correct?
correct.
Yep. Hmm. And now, how does that camera work? I know it detects heat, right?
Well, it detects the difference in temperatures between items. So it's detecting heat, but it's just detecting a difference. So uh, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole. So
Okay.
doing a search and rescue in the middle of the afternoon in the summer may not be the best time because there's so much heat coming from everything else. Uh, you may or may not pick up the subject you're trying to, but at night or early morning or when it's cold outside, it's an excellent search tool because you put it black hot and an individual will stand out like a sore thumb.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
And it's half the size of the M300, Lauren. It's a lot smaller. It has collapsible arms. It's I guess that's why they call it the M30 and not the M300. But it's a enterprise class drone.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's cool. I know you were using your Ortel a lot for the fire department, right? And you like
Yeah,
that. You were happy with that, right?
and we're still going to continue to use it until we bring this drone into service. It's like anything else. We really can't bring something into service until we fully understand it, and I don't. And Lieutenant Jack Lord, who's in the truck company, we're both the Part 107 pilots within our department. There's a lot to learn.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot to learn.
I can imagine. Yeah. Well, just want to say get well to Chris, Drone Life RC. You know, hopefully you'll be back. He just
Uh,
got a little better, went on vacation, and got second-degree burns.
oh, from the sun.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's rough.
that's painful. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
so
rough.
yeah, but well, once you feel comfortable with it, maybe you could sneak me in there because I'm dying to see that drone myself.
I had we're going to ask permission for you to come. I mean, this way you have the ability to stream it, and also for Lawrence and Herman,
Oh, cool. Yeah,
those guys, because the three of you had expressed interest, but I have
thank
to.
you.
We have to get permission to do so. So,
Oh,
and
yeah, of
again, I don't
course.
want to show off something that I don't even understand yet. So,
No, no, I understand. Believe me, you know. But we got a great crowd in the house, Rob. They
yeah,
must have known you were going to be on. You know, I told
I'm
them we
I'm
have a great
nobody.
guest schedule. You know, and
So,
Michael Fly Zone, good to see you. You know, Woodside Hawk, how you doing? And Greg Pittman, I don't know if I said hello to you. How you doing, Greg? You know, but this is back to back Sundays. We flew and we're scheduled to fly next Sunday at another secret location.
another super secret location. Yeah, when we flew the Sunday before with Stony Brook, the gnats were so bad. You kept flying. I guess the gnats weren't bothering you. I literally I put the Mavic 3 right above my head, if you remember, for
Yeah,
the
I know,
almost
I
the
know.
entire time, just to keep a
Yeah,
breeze and keep the gnats away. That was pretty brutal.
yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully next week there'll be no gnats. That's for
Yeah.
sure. And there were no
We did.
gnats yesterday. That
Oh
was
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That was great. You know. Um, hey, Michael Kelly, Copper State Aerial. Good to see you. And David Lorenzo, how you doing? Yeah. Um, but um, Rob, I know you were on the show a couple of times already, but certain people in the chat still don't know your story. Just briefly, how'd you get involved with drones?
My first drone was a Dobby, I think made by Zero Tech. It had a 4K picture camera on it. and I had put it up, and it worked off your cell phone. So a Wi-Fi connection or Bluetooth connection, I assume. I'm not even sure. And I took a picture of my backyard before we were having a pool installed and a deck and some other stuff. So I used it to draw out where I wanted it. And it just clicked in my head in that moment. Hey, this is a way to make some money.
Mm-hmm.
And I just started building and building and building. I kind of have a little fleet of drones now. So that's
And what drones are in your fleet?
the Phantom 4 Pro Plus, the Mavic 2 Pro. What else? The Autel Evo 2 with a 640T sensor, and the Mavic 3. So
Yeah, that's a nice fleet, Yeah.
I even think I have the DJI FPV, which really, that I just put up and crash every time. So,
Well, I was going to let you talk about that, but they say the DJI FPV or any FPV drone, that's part of it. Crashing is part of it.
Crashing is learning. I'm probably going to go full in on an FPV. Ken Herron, I had to ask him what type of FPV I should get if I was going all in, and he had sent me a link to a Rotor Riot drone. So I really flying in the FPV. Crashing it is fun. It's like, oh, I'm not going to make this. It's just like I just in the goggles and I watch it go down and I go, oh, okay. Go DJI care refresh. It's going back.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, it would break my heart. It really would, But who's a great DJI FPV pilot is Tammy Jean, and she's in the chat now.
Yeah.
If you ever seen her fly, she's amazing. She really is.
Great video. She's really good at editing. Yeah, her show's on a little late at night for me.
I know.
Hours I work.
I tried to stay up the other night and I fell asleep.
I watched the replay.
But I watched the replay.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
And that means a lot too. But JC Flying, he has the DJI FPV too, and he's really getting good at it, And it's one of those things where I like to share some videos, and JC says that we're allowed to share his videos.
There you go.
So I'm gonna share. You don't mind if I share it, right? And then we'll get back to your story because we are talking about FPV flying right now. And JC, I give you a lot of credit, man. You're getting better and better. So let's see if I can get this to play now, Rob. He is. He's come a long way.
I would ask, is he in full acro with the DJI FPV, or is he in? There's two different levels.
Okay, JC, can you answer that in the chat? That's cool.
Yeah, that's great.
Nice flying. Manual. He says it's manual, Rob. Yeah. But he's good.
Way better than me. I would have crashed 3 or 4 times and laughed already.
And you not that you want people to crash. You don't. You definitely don't want them to crash. Very good, JC. Very good. But it is exciting when people crash.
Yeah.
I was watching. I forget where it was, but somebody was flying FPV and it came around and it was going fast, really fast. They hit the guy right in the head, knocked him out.
Yeah, you were telling me that yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know who it was, so I really can't tell anybody where it is. Go find it. But man, the guy took a hit. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm sure the props cut him a little bit too. Do you know if it was a DJI FPV? Because that drone is not light.
It looked like a regular,
regular
FPV
FPV.
drone. That's what it looked like. But it was moving. It really was. Hey, Akirasho, how you doing? Good to see you. And Johnny Dronefly.
Yeah, I did. I see him
there he
popped
is.
right in.
There's Johnny. How you doing, Johnny? Good to see you.
Yeah, we jumped in on his show yesterday morning. We did.
Yeah, yeah. We were flying live.
Yeah.
On the Drones and Coffee show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Johnny has a great show. That is a great show on Sunday mornings after Chris Hope flies and the Sunrise guys. I enjoy it. I really do.
Great.
But Tony, I think I said hello to you, Tony, already. And Ken Dynasty, good to see you again. How you doing? But Rob, you like flying for fun, right?
I love flying for fun. It's finding the time to fly for fun. My paying job, I work 6 days a week most of the time. So, and then I fly commercially wherever I could fit it in. I haven't promoted my business really that much, but it finds me, and I usually can't say no. But like those little moments like that we had at Stony Brook and stuff, it's great. It's great.
Well, one of the best times I had with you was when we went to the Huntington Lighthouse. Remember that?
That was great. That we got
you and Stevie Bronx and Lawrence and Herman. That was a great place.
We got a sweet spot. The community over there.
Well, you pulled some strings on that.
That was all luck. That was all luck. I just happened to run into a nice lady on the way out. And that was a private road on a private beach.
And we had special access to it.
That was great. I was
amazed when you told me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. If you think about it, where you wanted to fly from to get over to it, we would have had to fly over.
Oh yeah.
Where we were, right?
It was a much better location than what I picked. And I had just picked it from the maps. That's it, But, speaking of meetups, I just want to let everybody know, I know you were trying to get down to the South Florida drone meetup, and you were at the airport and everything, and your flight was delayed.
I even got on the airplane. Put my headphones on, sat back, and I'll go to sleep for a little bit for this flight home. And then I see everybody getting off the plane, and I pull the headphones off, and I'm like, the flight was canceled. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaker. I felt bad for you, But again, there's the information about the 3rd annual South Florida Drone Meetup. We're going to have it at the same location in Jensen Beach, the Jensen Beach Causeway Park on April 1st, 2023. We already have like 26 people signed up on the list,
And there's a discount for the hotel, right? What is that, a Marriott?
Yes.
Or is it a Hilton?
Yeah. No, the Hampton Inn and Suites, and they gave us the same rate as they gave us last year. And the discount code is SFD, South Florida Drone. But that was so nice of them to keep the rate the same. And JC, talking about JC earlier, he already booked his room for next year. He was the first one, So
gotta jump on while the rooms are still available.
Yeah, but it's going to be a good time again, hopefully. But Rob, certain people in the chat don't know that you used your drone in a movie, correct? You want to talk about that a little bit?
I got an update today. I can't talk about the title. It was in conjunction with Netflix. I don't know what there is to say. I got asked to fly, for a couple of shots, and it wound up turning into 6 different locations and about 3 hours of actual video. Maybe 30 seconds will make it into the documentary, but I don't know. We'll see. It's plugging away. I didn't know that the process in post was so long. The last time I actually flew for this documentary was the 4th of July last year.
Right.
So
right.
it's a process.
Yeah, but that's a big thing, Rob. I mean, that's a big thing. Really, you play it off like it's nothing. That's a big thing.
It was very nice working with. All I had to concentrate on what they wanted. It was very clear direction from the director and the assistant director and the director of photography. We were just getting the correct settings, and it was great. It was great. Look, Jim Beauchart's in the house. I wonder how his knee is doing, right? He had some surgery.
Hey, Jim, good to see you, buddy. I hope you're on the mend. I hope the surgery was a success. Thank you for popping in. Fly Guy Merrill, good to see you too.
And for those that don't know, Jim Beauchart's on TikTok. So
well, I tell you, I found out about Jim Beauchart on the Ken Herron show.
that's how
the weekly Beauchart. Next
Yep.
thing you know, he became so popular.
That's exactly how I found out about him. Was the same thing.
And then Gary, asked him to be his co-host. And that show is really a great show too. The hour before the hour.
Yeah. And there's an hour break in between. The hour before the hour with an hour.
Exactly. But yeah, get well, Jim.
Yeah.
We miss you. Yeah.
And as Monty Python would say, it's just a flesh wound.
Yeah. But I know you're planning on being at the South Florida Drone Meetup, and I hope it all works out where you can make it. But it was a pleasure flying with you at Spin Up.
Yeah, that was great.
We all went out to Spin Up, and that is a great event too. It really is, and I don't just say it because I won this thing, but I love showing it. And I love telling people about it because it's a great drone event. Kelly Shores, Chris Waters, and company, put on a great event. So
yeah, that was really a lot different than what I expected. I expected something between, I don't know, like the Rhode Island Drone Meetup and the classroom setting was great, and then we took a break, and even the night before the meetup when we were all at that bar next to the pool hall, and they were flying the drones by the railroad tracks, and there was just much to shoot.
Yeah, no, that was cool. It was. You brought up the Rhode Island Drone Meetup, and No.
Okay.
And Mark had said that he wasn't going to do it. That it's just too much. But now he put up a live on Facebook the other day, and now he's thinking of doing it again. And I had met you up there at that meetup.
Correct. That was the first time we flew together.
Yeah, and you were kind enough to show me how that Ortel has that flare camera. And you demonstrated it, and I was impressed. And I know Mark hasn't picked a date yet for this meetup that he's planning, but he's looking at the fall after the summer. So hopefully it'll all happen.
I would look forward to it because for us it would be a simple thing just to drive up there, right? From New York.
Yeah, and Tony wants to, I'll let you know, Tony. That's for sure. And that's a great group. I don't just say that lightly. The Rhode Island Drone Meetup group is a great group on Facebook. Those guys are so active.
Is it Jim Sullivan?
Gary Sullivan.
Gary Sullivan, yeah. I'm horrible with names, so I apologize to everybody. But Mark has called me a couple of times, and I've called him a million times. You know, we just bang ideas off each other's heads. He's brilliant. Mark is has such a creative mind. He's
Yeah.
brilliant.
And for the other people that are in maybe the Chicago area or want to do a meetup in August um, 13th, I believe, Saturday. It's going to be the Midwest drone meetup with Fly Zone Drones, Michael and Sergio, and Half Chrome Jack. They have teamed up and they got quite an event plan from what he told us on the Fly for Fun show.
Yeah, we have to try to set up something. New York connections, kind of
There you
drone
go.
meetup.
Yeah. I was disappointed that those guys weren't going to have their meetup again because that was a fun day. That was really a fun day in Brooklyn.
Yeah, they did it in Brooklyn. What they do it at the beach or
It was on the water, Calvert Vaux Park. Right, I think it's the Coney Island Waterway or Creek, Coney Island Creek, right there.
I don't know.
The Yellow Submarine.
Yeah,
That's what it's famous for. The Yellow Submarine.
I don't know if they're in the chat, but if they do, I'll donate all the ribs that they want.
Hey, there you go. That's nice. Yeah, that is very, very nice here, Rob. Yeah. Maddie's going up to the Chicago meetup. Yep.
That's awesome.
I know.
I wish I was retired like you, Ray, where I could just go and catch all these awesome events.
We're in trouble now, though. We got a Yankee in the house. Stevie, how you doing? Capture Life Connection.
Talking
the
about
Yankees are the best team.
Yeah.
In baseball right now.
I think you meant to say Mets. You mispronounced that.
I know.
The Mets are the best team in baseball. But
yeah.
Stevie, Capture Life Connections, he flies a DJI FPV also. Flies it really well. He's awesome.
I know. He was the first guy that I saw with one. When he came to the South Florida Drone Meetup 2 years ago, he brought it. And, he let me hold it. And he was flying it.
And you cradled it.
It was pretty impressive, to be honest with you. Really. And he's another one. And I'm not just saying it because he just popped in to make him feel good. He is a great drone pilot, Stevie.
Correct. He's really good.
And I've met up with him and we've flown together. And I enjoy flying with Stevie.
Yeah,
Rob, I do give out a tip of the week. And let me just tell everybody what the tip of the week is going to be. And it's a pretty easy tip. It's just check the UAV forecast before you go fly. It's a nice app to have, and it brings up all the conditions, whether it's good to fly, the wind, the gusts, what time sunrise is, sunset. And do you use this app, Rob?
I use that app, and just not to put you on the spot, but do you understand what the KP index is?
No, but I heard that if it's a low number, it's better.
Right. Anything below 5 is what you're looking for. It's the KP index. I don't know what KP stands for, but it's solar flares or solar activity. So which can have interfere with your satellite GPS signal. So
we're good. We're got a KP of 3 today, right here.
Sender.
And that's this week's tip of the week, But a big thing for me is the gusts. I worry about the wind gusts, especially if you're flying a mini drone.
Well, you can always change altitudes if you need to quickly.
Exactly. And that's what happened to me when I got the mini. My first flight, I said, oh, okay, I can go up to 200 feet. But as soon as I went above 150, I started getting the wind warning. The wind warnings. And that's scary. The first time you get that, it's scary. At least for me, it was scary.
Right.
But I did. I brought it down to 100 feet, no wind warnings,
It's the same thing like dealing with a riptide. You don't swim against it. right? You swim side to side so this you're just trying to get to away from that current.
Exactly. No, that's good. That's good. Hey, how you doing, Jeff? 4 States. Good to see you. Um, and I told everybody about the World Drone Community going on, a new channel, and I I was gonna try to. Well, I did share it earlier, um, but Robbie and Al, they always have a great show, and today is a good night because we got Drone Nation that comes on with Ron and Marcus and DeMarco, and that's a great show. They come on at 9 o'clock, and I've learned so much watching their show. And you're a very popular guy, Rob, because there's people that just wanna be on when you're on, and we got a surprise guest that's gonna pop in right now.
Oh,
Look
awesome.
who it is.
Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, my Gumbada Cheech.
How you doing?
What's up?
Thanks for joining us.
Rob, hey, Rob, did you say something about ribs? Are you cooking ribs?
I cook ribs actually, let me rephrase that. I bring the ribs home and my wife cooks them because every time I try to smoke them,
okay.
I
was
them.
listening while I was driving, and I heard you was cooking ribs or something, so I figured I'd pop on.
If ribs will get you up here, they'll be made tonight.
I do have to get up there. I know Capt Ray. I'm going to get up there. I haven't been, but I rode my motorcycle up to New York once, and we were actually at the World Trade Center. I think I told you right about 5 or 6 days before 9/11. So, but how you doing, Ray? How you doing?
You're always welcome, Johnny. You're always welcome.
Well, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I had to meet somebody over.
I didn't realize you. Sorry, I apologize, Johnny. I didn't realize you rode your motorcycle all the way up.
Yeah, we went up to Laconia. Was the
New Hampshire?
And then we
That's
crossed
New Hampshire.
Yeah, and then we cut through, and then we went into Niagara Falls and crossed into Canada. Yeah,
that's a ride. How long?
It's a hell of a ride. Yeah.
How what is that? 2 weeks?
We did it in I think 11 days is what we.
Yeah. So about 2 weeks. Wow, yeah. That's a great ride.
So Johnny, have you been flying down there in Louisiana?
Yeah, actually, I got to go do a little job for a guy in the morning. Got the Mini 3 right here, so I got to go. He built a new shop in Bourne type thing, so he wants me to get a whole thing of his property. So I'm gonna go out in the morning and do that. Yeah,
that's great. That's great. Yeah, how's your
house? Mini 3? You don't have the Mini 3, right?
I do not. I went larger, or I got my department to go larger. We got the M32.
I heard. Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Oh, it's a beast. It's we were trying to figure out in the controller you have to give the drone a name, and I'm like, let's just call it the Beast. And he's like, no, it's got to be an official name. We can't do that.
The Beast.
That's crazy. Yeah, hey, that's a impressive drone though.
Well, you'll probably get a lot of use out of it, right? I mean, you get a lot of calls on that fire department.
Correct. We've had a busy year thus far, busier than normal. We always have roughly the same amount of calls, but I guess as a firefighter, it's not the right thing to say, but we call them good calls. Actual structure fires or reasons to go. We've had a lot more structure fires this year than in previous years. I think we're at 12 so far this year, which is a lot for our community.
Right. Well, Johnny was a firefighter back in the day. Yeah, I was surprised to hear that you went on at 17 years old.
I did, I tell you what, back then, my brother, I got out of high school in May, and my brother asked me, are you going to college? And I said, I really don't know. And he said, well, go up there and see Captain Joe at the fire department. They need some firefighters. And man, I went up there and like on a Tuesday, he said, be here Thursday at 3:00. Actually, they changed shifts at 3 in the afternoon. I don't know why I didn't. Now they do it, of course, like at 7 in the morning, like everybody else. And it's like he said, be here Thursday at 2:00. And I didn't even take the civil service test till like maybe 6 months after, you know.
Wow.
So you were a paid firefighter, Johnny?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
1974, $400 a month.
That, there you go.
Yep.
Well,
and then we get
thank
the state,
you for your service too.
Yeah.
The state supplemental pay, I think back then was maybe $75 a month. The state of Louisiana, and now they get, I think, $500 a month. You know, every first responder, policeman, fireman, you know. So yeah, $400 a month. I think it was $162 every 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's good. You know. Now I don't know. I guess you know that the World Drone Community is on a different channel tonight. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, Robbie actually just sent me a text. I think I'm supposed to be on. So yeah, he's doing it on his new. He had a problem with, I think when he went over to Thailand, somehow his email got and he couldn't get it. And I know it happened because it happened to my granddaughter. Once you lose that email or password, there's really nobody to get in contact with, and that's what happened. So I think he set up a new channel. So I think he's broadcasting on that tonight.
Okay. Yep. So make sure everybody go to the World Drone Community channel, and Johnny's going to be on there.
Rob, my Nano Plus, I don't know if you heard, my Nano Plus broke, and I had to send it back last Tuesday, and actually I should have it back Wednesday. So I will say that Autel did excellent service on what I went to shoot some fireworks last Monday, and when I went to take off, it took off fine and all, but the gimbal, you couldn't move the camera up or down with the wheel. And you know, recalibrated. I redid the app. I did everything I could do, and so I sent it in, and I sent it Tuesday, and actually it's on the way back already. So I can't really gripe about service. Now I haven't got it back, and you know, but they sent me an email saying they really didn't say what they did, but they say it's on the way back. So I hope it's fixed.
Did they at least say what was causing the issue?
They did not. I even emailed them back, but I never got a response back from that. But, you know, it's on the way back. They sent me a shipping label that same Tuesday morning, and probably by 11 o'clock I had it out. And I got an email, I think, Friday saying that I will have it back Wednesday. So, hey, that's pretty damn good, I think, you know.
Yeah, my Autel was acting a little funny. Ray, if you remember yesterday, when I was flying it manually to get lateral shots of the building that we were mapping, I would go fly about 4 feet to this, you know, just sideways. And then when I would bring the joystick back to center, it would go backwards about 18 inches.
Really?
No reason at all. No reason at all. And it's a good reason. You know, again, I was flying at low altitude.
Right.
So I could have hit some trees, or I could have hit, you know, some light posts that were along the way. It's a good reason to always keep line of sight, you know.
Right.
Exactly.
Because you wouldn't catch 18 inches of backwards movement while you're looking through the, you know, your remote control.
Absolutely not. No, you can definitely be.
Well, it's going to be interesting to find out what's causing that.
Yeah, I'm going to run some tests at home, see if I can figure it out. If not, I'll ship it out to Autel, let them figure it out. But I can't have that happening.
Well, listen, guys, I'm going to do the drawing for the monthly giveaway, which is an Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly hat. And you guys are eligible, too, because you have no idea how I'm going to do it. So we're going to go with the lucky number. So if you want to put in a number right now, between 1 and 50, we'll see who gets the correct number.
That's not fair. I can't put it in the chat.
Well, then you could say it. You could say it.
No, let somebody else get it.
Yeah, that's
you could say it. Go ahead. It's fair.
All I would say is 24 because
nope, that's not it.
There you go.
I picked 24. I picked 24.
There you go. My daughter turned 24 today, so that's why I would pick 24.
Man, Rob, what Rob? You had a baby when you were like 2. You know, you don't look old enough.
We got a winner. We got a winner. Somebody guessed it. Paul Brown. Paul. He guessed it.
Brown.
Number 9. And I have it written down right here. Number 9. But
that's a 6, right? That's a 6.
Yeah.
I know. I'm telling you.
Johnny, how old do you think I am?
Oh man, let's see, 50.
55. So
Okay, hey,
yeah. I qualified this year to fly. What's it? Old farts with drones. Right?
you get a discount. You get a discount everywhere you go now. You get a free cup of coffee.
Yeah, no. When do you become our age, right, Johnny?
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Johnny's catching me though, you know. So
I got a birthday coming up in September. It's not that far away.
I know.
So,
Well, listen, I want to say thank you to both of you. You know, Johnny, you were a nice little surprise, and Rob, you're always welcome on my show, and I love flying with you. You know, and
I apologize to you and your audience for being a little tardy today.
I look forward to flying again with you on Sunday.
Yes.
You know, but if there's anything that you would like to promote right now, Rob, now's the time for closing.
Fly safe, fly fun, and if you don't already do it, use your 3 statute mile light during the daytime. That's all I.
yeah, see, I saw that, Rob.
And that was pretty
Yeah.
impressive yesterday. I have to say, you know, I knew that and I use it on my Mini, but when you had it on your Ortel, I mean, you could spot that drone up there.
Right on the Ortel, I have it on both sides. Right. Today, when we were flying the M30T, I knew it had a 3 statute mile light on top. I didn't know it had one on the bottom. So even today, when we were just trying to understand what we had, that beacon, that light, you could see it from. I mean, it's such a huge help. You could see it from so far away.
Yeah, I was impressed. You know, and Johnny, what about you? Your time for your closing thoughts and anything you want to promote.
I heard Rob talking about ribs. I want to jump on. I know you sent me the link a little early, and a matter of fact, I got to go back to the cemetery. We're having a grass cutting problem with my little guy that's doing it, so I got to go back and meet somebody. But no, hey, it's fun to hop on. And of course, I think I'm gonna be on Robbie's show in a few minutes. Might be late because I got to run over to the cemetery. But no, hey, it's fun. I saw y'all yesterday. I appreciate y'all popping on the drones and coffee. And hey, that's fun. You know, when you get a live feed, we've done that a few times, different locations, especially with Capt Ray's always flying with somebody. So I want to hop off. But hey, thanks everybody. Ray, of course, I'll talk to you. And we who we got Friday, Wednesday. We have
and Marcus,
Marcus and Dr. Ted Bowman. Yeah,
Ted Bowman. Yeah, it's going to be another great show on the Fly for Fun show.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you both for being on. I want to say thank you to everybody in the chat for tuning in. I appreciate it. And like it says right on the screen there, get out there, fly for fun, but most importantly, fly safely. And we'll see you again next week. Have a good night, everybody.
Everyone.
Good night, everybody.